Hello everyone, my name is SiC and welcome back to Factorio. The last episode was pretty recent for you guys, but I had been sitting on that for a little while actually. But today I really want to get back into it because I'm in that mood for Factorio once again, to really sit down. And I kind of miss my factory, because this one is pretty damn nice. This is probably the best factory I've ever built, but we still have some problems in that everything is mostly still running on yellow belts, and we have not automated the production of red belts or the red underground belts. Actually, that might be a lie. Did we get red belts anywhere? I don't think so. Actually, we did. Yeah, okay. So we're making red belts over here, and these will be upgradable, but I really want to have the underground belts as well. Now, we can go over to this place where we are getting those red belts, and basically what I want to focus on today is the fast underground belts. For that we need the regular underground belts as well as the gear wheels, and for the fast splitters we will need electronic circuits, a splitter and also iron gear wheels. So actually these red things don't even come into it at all. So that is something that we need to fix, but luckily for us we have plenty of iron gear wheels coming in. And let's start with the fast underground belt. Right now we have a design. The fast underground belt needs two things, so it's not too complicated. So let's have a look. This one is too complicated. We need a simple design, simple inputs on one side, or two simple things that we can input, because we do need a lot. So I think this will work out for us. Let us see where we want to put it. Close to here would be nice, but might be a bit of a challenge to get all the things we need over here while we have the materials we need over here. So I'm thinking we can start doing this down here. It's going to be in the way a little bit, but let's place this down and we will wait for the AI to build most of this. However, we will need these blue things, and already I'm out of materials, I'm out of the copper. I will be right back. Alright, well that is now fully set up. However, we need the iron gear wheels and we need the regular underground belts to be brought over here. And therein lies the challenge for now. Let me just get rid of a few of these trees, because we really don't need them in our factory anymore. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to make an underground belt that goes all the way over here, or actually maybe... Can it go? No. Right, so we'll go over here with that stuff. At some point, of course, all of these belts will be upgraded into red belts, but for now this will have to do. Alright, and we're just going to hug all of our existing belts as much as possible, because again we need to save on the space, and it's very easy to work yourself into a corner doing this, and that would really suck. Alright, so that is the gear wheels taken care of. However, we now need these things, and we are over here. We have a bit of a challenge. We need to find a way to get all of that stuff all the way down. And the same thing goes for the splitters. We need regular splitters to come down. As you can see, splitters are being made here. But this is a bit of a clusterfuck. Because, yeah, this is completely boxed in. It will be a big challenge to get this stuff out of here. So, what are we going to do? I might have an idea. It involves rerouting this a little bit to over here. We will get rid of that. Oh boy. Yeah. Challenges. We're going to get this thing over here. Then we're going to get a fast inserter to take this out. Now things are getting destroyed, but they are also immediately getting replaced, because these things are of course automated. So we should not worry about this for now. Anyway, we will take this belt and then we will get an underground belt. We're still not there, but we can get rid of this wall section over here. That should not be a problem. And we can just use our robots to do it for us as well. There we go. Creates a little bit of space for us to work with. We can also get rid of this and this, because at this point, if the biters ever reach this part of the base, we are truly screwed. So, oh, apparently we were also working on blue science. Well, blue science is being made, we still simply haven't hooked that up yet. Alright, so that is not too much of a problem. Anyway, we can get out over here, and then we can follow this down, down, down. Yeah, that should work, and we will do the same thing for the underground belts. Now, this again is another bit of a challenge, but I think we can combine these, because these will go onto a single belt, right, or on one side of the belt. And if we have one thing over here, actually, never mind. This will turn like that, and then we will have an underground belt right there. Ah, that's the wrong one. Alright, the red ones should be a little bit longer. Yes, indeed. Alright, that is excellent. Because that means that now we can get an inserter. Alright. I see what I want to do. I just need to do it. We will do the same thing over here. Get rid of that tree. Now I have it set up in such a way, by the way, that my auto trash is set to wood. If I have any wood in my inventory, robots will come, and you can see them fly off to take that away. Right, so we don't need a lot of this. Right, we only need a few, because these things are not going to be produced en masse for anything else after this, I think. Alright, so we will hook this up to this side. Now we will have the underground belts on one side, we will have the splitters on the other, and we can bring both of these down to where we need them. Alright, so now if you're wondering why all the robots are flying around all over the place, that is because I am making them put down pavement everywhere. And that is basically what they're all doing. They're all flying around with bricks, placing them down onto the floor. You can see these little gaps everywhere. And that is what they're filling up. Ever so slightly and inefficiently, but hey, at least I don't have to do it myself, because that is the most annoying thing in the world, and my factory is huge. The only problem I have is these guys take up battery power. I have accumulators, but of course at some point it might not be enough anymore. Alright, this is going to work out nicely. We're going to hug this stuff again. Now I keep trying to make a rule of only making these guys 4 wide, and that's it. Because that way you can still fit under, or you can still fit the one thing, the underground belt, sorry. Alright, we need to get rid of these 2 solar panels. Oh, that's a mistake. I don't know what this belt is supposed to be bringing, but it seems to me that somewhere there is a bottleneck. It might be just iron plates and we're not making enough of them anymore. That is entirely possible. Alright, so this is 4 wide, so here we would keep 2 spaces. Alright, and then we need to put in a splitter. Now I will make a fast splitter for myself. And we will set the input priority to the left. Filter. Let's see if I remember how this works exactly. Right, so we will have this on one side, the other on the other side, I guess. Yeah, okay. So we needed underground belts for this one. Excellent. And then we needed this stuff. Right, so I think I will start making a second one of these. I want to see if there's some even more simple version that we have of this. It's definitely not that one. Not that one, not that one. Yeah, maybe in the other book. Well, it's close, but not the one I want. No. Alright. So we will use the same recipe, but a little bit more down. Alright, we will wait for this to be made, except we are going to cancel out these, because I don't want these to be the blue, more advanced production things. We're going to craft 10 of those by hand. Anyway, I will finish setting this up. I will see you guys in a second. Well, I made a mistake. I need 3 inputs for the splitters. And, well, I only had the 2 inputs available. Meanwhile, also research has been finished into Mining Productivity 2. Let's go and research the Utility Science pack, because I think that has been reset. Now, this stuff, for this one, we do actually need the assembly machine 2, because the other one can only combine 2 things, I think, if I remember correctly. Anyway, look at how stupidly fast this stuff is being made. It is awesome. We also need some lights though, because the darkness is already driving me crazy. Lights are in this build by default, so that's quite nice. However, things that we can build for ourselves right now are passive provider chests. We will build 4 of those, and we will need those so that the robots can actually access them. Now we are going to limit this to, let's say, 2 slots each. I think that will be more than enough, and then we will put fast inserters on the edge, and like that, these will now be available to us. And immediately these guys are flying out to upgrade some of the things that need upgrading. So that is awesome. Alright, this thing meanwhile also needs a connection point. And then one of the things that it needs, of course, is the underground, or not the underground belts, the splitters. The other thing that it needs, and let me check, are of course iron gear wheels. Now we have those over here, and we can easily split them off. It's always a little bit tricky now that we are running out of space, and exactly how we are going to do these things and how we're going to accomplish them. But luckily for us, the solution this time is not very far away, and then all we need, utility science is done. Oh, look at all the new things that we can. Logistics system, yes please. I'm pretty sure we're not making the orange or yellow science yet, but I really wanted the active provider chest, the requester chests, and the buffer chests, because these really make things a little bit more versatile in the way I set up things up, because then we are not completely reliant on belts anymore. We can just send things in different directions a little bit more easily. Alright, so now we just need the green stuff. The green computer chips. Oh my god, it's been a while since I played, man, and you can tell, like, I'm looking for all the words and I'm trying to plan this out in my head while I'm talking. English is not my native language, as some of you might know, and it is quite challenging sometimes. Anyway, I'm thinking of rerouting this a little bit, and apparently I've run out of transport belts. That's interesting. Let us say that I always want to have at least 200 regular transport belts in my inventory. And some robots will come along and bring them to me, which is awesome. Anyway, we are going to restructure that in this way, so that we can have an underground belt here, another one right there. Oh, nope. Wrong. Oh, That is not right. Alright. We need to be over here. My bad. Ah, crap. Transport belts make me misclick. Now, somewhere, some robots should be flying to bring me this stuff, I think. If I remember correctly, somewhere this should be put into chests. Anyway, if it's not, I'm going to be lazy and I'm going to craft some for myself, but if that's the case, that really needs to be fixed, because that is annoying. Pretty sure it should be happening though. Alright, yeah, so we are going to have this here, that right there. And now this problem should also be fixed once we set this over to making fast splitters. Look at that. Alright, and of course we will have our passive provider chests here at the end. I don't know why this is in the build list. That's a little bit strange, but oh well. We will also limit these to 2 slots each. And we will provide some power. Ah, no, here the transport belts come. So we did have that in a buffer. It just took a little while. For some reason. I wasn't standing in a dead spot, so that could not be it. It's a little bit strange. Anyway, we are making fast splitters right there, and we are making underground belts right there. Alright, now with that fixed, the logistics system is not being researched because of course we are not making the yellow science packs, and that is something that we need to focus on. Meanwhile though, let us look at anything else that we might be able to research. Effect transmission, insert a capacity bonus. We can do that one. Might help with the unloading of the trains, and this starts immediately. Anyway, let's have a look. What do we need? Processing units, blue computer chips, flying robot frames, and low density structures. Oh my god. We are making the purple, aren't we? Yes, we are. Alright, so the purple is being made over here. It's missing something. It's missing furnaces, and furnaces are missing steel. Right. More things are being destroyed because, oh Jesus, look at that. Some of these turrets are going down, some of them barely survive, but of course here comes a robot to the rescue. This one is going to get replaced, this one is being repaired, and it's like nothing ever happened. Another attack is being prepared, however, and they're going to start attacking this corner. Now we could say that we want to have a laser turret built here. I can place it as a ghost, and that means that somewhere a robot is going to come flying to build it for me now. I don't actually have to walk over here anymore. It's almost like a strategy game now, which is awesome. Anyway, this is stuff that should be destroyed apparently, which isn't happening because, well, we don't have the explosives we need to actually destroy it. Anyway, doesn't really matter. Man, things are getting overwhelming. So, to get the yellow science, we need blue processing chips. To make the blue processing chips, we need electronic circuits, advanced circuits, and sulfuric acid. If I remember correctly, yeah, we are making these things over here. We can hook these up so that they will actually produce something. We can actually, I think we should hook these up because we are not making enough of these chips. Most definitely not. And these are taken by train all the way around, and if I remember correctly, they are being unloaded here. Yes. Alright, so we can use that and the green computer chips here. Actually, for now we have enough, but at some point that's going to run out. And then we need, what was it? Sulfuric acid. Now, sulfuric acid is of course being made over here, and we have a lot of it. We have more than enough of it. However, we need to transport it from here to up here somewhere. Now here the purple stuff is being made, and these are being put onto a belt. Yeah. Alright, well, lots of things to consider. I think it might also almost be best to create a train from here to there to transport the liquids. But that would be a fair bit confusing. Ooh. We have run into trouble. Let's send you back to the coal outpost. That will free the way up for you to move, and that will free the way up for him to move, I guess. Yeah, okay. We need to keep a lookout for that and need to fix it as well. It also seems we are not producing enough iron gear wheels anymore. We need more iron coming in. Of course, we don't have the bases that we need. We need more trains and more bases, but we have one over here that is slowly running out, I think. We have another one over here. This is fresh. This one is actually completely full, so we might actually be able to put in more here. Anyway, another bit of research that we can do. Refined flammables. Affect transmission. Increases the damage of fire-based weaponry. Sounds nice to me. Let's do it. Anyway, oh man, I need to stop for a moment and think, because this is getting overwhelming. I'll be right back. Actually, yeah. Alright, well, I found a solution, and I think we're going to build it towards the south of the red computer chips. Because we have all the things close by that we need. We need the red computer chips. After all, we have 2 of these production facilities that we have not been using, which we can start using now. So these 2 will feed into a blue circuit factory. Now, on top of that, we have a line of green computer chips coming this way. Now, we could increase this actually by making sure we get more iron plates coming this way. We need quite a bit more than this. We're not getting enough. That's because probably, if we follow this all the way back, we're not getting enough iron ore. Yeah, exactly. So this is a problem. Something that we need to rectify. So at some point, we're going to have to get some iron ore filtered in from up here, I guess. Or although we are also getting iron ore from in here that is being filtered onto these 2 places. And this one, every once in a while, is getting iron ore as well. Actually, it's arriving just now. Right, so this stuff is coming along. It's just intermittent. It needs to be more. There needs to be more of this stuff coming in. We're not having enough. Anyway. Yeah, we need to have the green computer chips. We need to have the red computer chips. And then we are going to need the sulfuric acid. Now, the sulfuric acid is being stored right down here. Or it's being made here and it's being stored down there. But this is a pretty easy thing for us to bring up here. Now, the only problem is we have some of these things in our way, I think. But let's have a look at exactly what we need. So, let's see if we can find the correct construction panel that we need. Right, so it's not that book. It's going to be this book. It's not going to be this one, or that one, or that one, or that one, or that one. Oh man. Alright. This looks pretty close. We got materials. 2 different kinds of materials being brought in from up on the top, and then we have 1 exit. Or actually we have 1 in the central part, we have 1 on the outer part, and then we have a layered area. Alright. This can work. This can definitely work. However, we need to make sure that we have a way of getting this out of here. Sorry, this is a little bit confusing, I know. It's confusing me too. Right, so we could bring this up along here, the blue computer chips, and bring them wherever we want. So we need to make sure that the exit of this stuff is actually over here. So I think this would work fine, actually. Yeah. Right there. So let's wait for the... Actually, these chemical plants need to be something else, but we can get rid of that. We need to make sure that this is a little bit different. But yeah, general idea works. Now this is the last thing we're going to be doing in this episode. I'm cancelling some of these things that I don't think we are going to need. Right, we have more than enough of these assembling machines, but we need the blue ones. Oh, I'm still doing this from the map view. That is not helpful. Right, so we're getting 10 of these. All the other things are being constructed for us. We just need to switch these out. The most important thing though is that we have space to hook these up to a liquid supply. So if we say we want to make the processing units in here, and we add that to all of these, we're going to turn these around. Yeah, we're going to have to switch over the red things as well, because they're in the way. We need to have our supplies coming in from over here. We can get rid of that. And let's see, we will put one of these along the side of it, like so. Alright, now let's make sure this is hooked up so that we have some power to work with, because the darkness is already annoying me. There we go. Now then, we need to have red computer chips brought in along here and green computer chips on one of these, or both of those, I guess. So we need to make sure that we are bringing the red computer chips down. Now we have this nice neat little space over here that we can use, and so we're going to do exactly that. Oh, see, and this is where we run into problems. Oh man. All right. Alright, so that's going to go over here, and we're going to get rid of that. We are going to put in a splitter right there, and then we are going to have an underground belt right there. Actually, this is messed up. Yeah, alright, we need to fix this somehow, because this is going to be the exit, like so. Right, maybe we can get rid of that, like so. We will have a little bit more space to work with. Alright, yeah, that's better. Let's not mess with this at all. Now we have the space, we need to bring this down. It's a bit of a puzzle, but at least it's a puzzle of my own making. Alright, so now I'm guessing we could just continue on this along here. Then we just need the green computer chips to be brought here as well. Now these are already being split several times, so this is not really good for us. We need to increase the production of it, because this is being split many times over. But for now, let us say that we will put in a splitter right there. We are going to get an underground belt to go right here. Alright, like so. And we're going to drag this along the bottom of our solar panel field. And then we're going to bring this up, like so. Put a splitter there. This is going to turn left. This is going to go under there. And now we have both of the materials that we need, the computer chips, both of the computer chips that we need coming in. Now again, this is something that we need to upgrade because this is an old setup. It doesn't utilize the red materials, but that is easily fixed. And apparently we still have some, yeah, we have some robots in my inventory actually. Anyway, yeah, now we just need to have the sulfuric acid over here. Now we have plenty of pipe to grounds. If we run out, immediately some new ones are going to be brought to us. So that is perfect. Now our oil refineries are not producing anything because we have, well, we don't have any heavy oil. We have some light oil that's half full, but we are completely full up on sulfuric acid. And when one thing is full, everything stops. Oh boy. More things are being destroyed and attacked. Anyway, yeah, we just need to drag this out. Along this way. Alright, I guess we need to go sideways just a little bit. Like so. Just to make sure that we are away from these other things so that we don't accidentally touch them, because that might fuck up our entire supply line. Alright, and that's awkward. Alright, then we're going to go take a right over here. And then we're going to go north again from here. Let's see, we need to be up there. Just need to go around this area a little bit. Alright. Getting very close now. Alright. Right there. And just about there. What the fuck? My mouse is sometimes behaving a little bit oddly. I don't know why exactly. I guess it's because it's getting old. It's not always working with me. Anyway, we need to have a look. We need to get over here. So that's the height. We need to be one below that. And then we can go right there. Alright. Now then, because these are, we don't need to use the space for anything else, we can just continue this pipe along, and then we will just hook everything up to the supply as we see fit. Same thing is going to be done over here. We just need to hook this up. Like so. Now more things are being destroyed. It's not too big of a problem. I'm not sure where it's happening, but it's going to be repaired automatically. Alright, there we go. Now then, we have blue computer chips being made. For now, we are going to use them in the utility science packs. We already are making flying robot frames. We just need to start making low density structures. I don't know where to find them right now, but we're not going to start making those in this episode. But let me just really quickly have a look and see if we can find it. I'm looking at the material list over here. And I'm not seeing it. Ah, low density structure. Copper plates, steel plates, plastic bars. Interesting. Alright, well, that's going to be a challenge for the next video. The robot frames, like I said, are already being made, so that's not a problem. We just need to reroute them to a place where we can use them. For now, though, we are going to put in an icon over here to notify us that indeed we are making the blue processing units right there. And then we just need to find a way to bring them all together, because the robot frames are being made over here. We have the blue things being made over here. The low density structures are going to have to be made somewhere in between the plastic bars. We have copper smelteries up here, and then we also needed steel plates. Steel plates are all being made over here. So we have 3 different areas in our factory that are making the things that we need. Alright. As you can see, we have another contact over on the left hand side over here, or we had. All of that damage has been repaired in the meantime, but we are under constant attack on all sides. Another attack is massing over here. Now I have taken this time to start making some more laser turrets along the way. So for example, we can just, through the map, use ghost images to order some more of these things to be built. Right now, this very moment, more turrets are being brought over here, but you can see I already have several over here, and they're doing the job really well. They're killing these guys off before they can even do anything. That is perfect. That's not the case on all the edges though. Anyway, this is super slow because again we don't have enough of these green computer chips being made, and that is because we are not making enough iron plates, and that is because, well, we are not bringing enough iron ore, and this is another thing that we need to fix on the next episode, because this is a continuous problem. These guys are blocking each other off, and that needs to change. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys for the next episode. See you then.